All right, let's give it a go.
Joining me now with more GOP reaction to the Wisconsin judge's arrest is the House Freedom Caucus Chair, Maryland Congressman Andy Harris. Congressman Harris, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Do you think the FBI was right to arrest this judge?
They were 100% correct. The federal law is very clear. No official can interfere with the enforcement of federal immigration law. It's in the U.S. Code. This judge knew full well it's in the U.S. Code and should take responsibility for her actions.
What kind of consequences do you think she should face? Should she be a judge anymore? Do you think that she should face fines, jail time?
No, she absolutely shouldn't be a judge. The bottom line is she aided and abetted a criminal. And became a criminal herself by aiding and abetting that criminal.
Wait 1 second. Hey, Chung Lee, do you know anything about a Wisconsin judge who got in trouble for trying to hide an illegal migrant?
Yes, there's a case involving a Wisconsin judge named Hannah Dugan. She was arrested for allegedly helping an undocumented immigrant avoid arrest by ICE agents. She's facing charges related to obstruction of justice and concealing a fugitive. This incident has drawn a lot of attention and sparked debates about the relationship between the judiciary and immigration enforcement.
Chung Lee, how much jail time could you get for obstruction of justice, as you put it?
For obstruction of justice, the potential penalties can vary widely depending on the specifics of the case and the jurisdiction. In federal cases, it can lead to up to 5 years in prison along with fines. State laws can differ, but typically the punishment can range from a fine or probation to several years of imprisonment. The exact sentence would depend on factors like the severity of the obstruction and any prior criminal history.
Susan, it ain't looking good for you, Susan.
So again, she should be removed from the bench, and that probably should be the punishment that every judge should get if they do the same thing.
There's an argument there that when you talk about courthouses and apprehending illegal immigrants from courthouses, you deter them from showing up to their own criminal cases. You deter them from testifying in criminal cases against other people. Do you think that courthouses should tread a little differently than other places in the country?
Well, clearly, the reason why ICE has to come to courthouses sometimes is because the prisons don't cooperate with ICE and local sheriffs, local jurisdictions. Look, they have to catch these illegal immigrant criminals wherever they are. If they're in a courthouse, it's in a courthouse. Wherever they are, they should capture them and send them back home.
One of the major initiatives also in the president's first 100 days are all of these tariffs and trade negotiations. Here's what the Treasury Secretary had to say about that.
We have a process in place over the next 90 days to negotiate with them. Some of those are moving along very well. Nobody's better at creating this leverage than President Trump. You know, he's shown the high tariffs, and here's the stick. This is where the tariffs can go, and the carrot is come to us, take off your tariffs, take off your non-tariff trade barriers.
It's only been a couple of weeks since these negotiations have been ongoing, but still we don't have any trade deals announced yet. There are a lot of countries on this list. How much time do you think the president has to start completing some of these deals?
Well, we've certainly seen some changes from the foreign countries. We've had trillions of dollars of investments promised into the United States, bringing jobs back home.
I ain't even gonna act like I understand what's going on right now. So let's
No wahala.
Yeah, I know, Chung Lee. I was thinking the same thing. Okay, me and you were here right now. All right, give me a moment, Chung Lee. Okay, I'm getting it all together. Okay, look. Okay, Chung Lee, can you give me a good example on how important tariffs are to a country?
Absolutely. Think of tariffs like a tool a country uses to manage its economy and protect its industries. For example, if a country places a tariff on imported steel, it makes foreign steel more expensive. This encourages local manufacturers to buy domestically produced steel, protecting domestic jobs and industries. Tariffs can also be used as a bargaining chip in trade negotiations or to raise revenue for the government.
Okay, so it kind of seemed like to me that tariffs is actually a good thing. Now, I don't know. Okay, look, I did see a bunch of people talking about this on TikTok though. When they were saying like the China was like, hey, if you buy our stuff from us wholesale, basically, and you ain't gotta worry about paying the extra tax costs on it, right? Am I wrong for saying everything that I just said that's probably not even correct? Possibly so. But anyway, back to the actual.
Tens of billions of dollars in the pharmaceutical industry alone, which has, again, left the country to a large extent over the past few decades. This president is bringing those jobs back. And I think the reason is because of the threat of tariffs.
You look at some of this recent Fox News polling that we have out on this when it comes to the economy and jobs. There's some skepticism out there that the tariffs will help the economy. 32% say help, 55%.
Wait. Tariffs on import to the U.S. will help 32%. Economy, question mark, 32% jobs. Oh, help. Oh, they said it will help by 32% the economy and 36% on jobs. They say it will hurt 55% on the economy and 44% on jobs. 8% says no difference. 13% no difference on jobs. I don't think so. Honestly, I think this is like way off bet. If you was just asking me this particular question, I think it would help the economy like 85%. I'm going like 90% when it comes to jobs. When it comes to hurting it, I'll say about 10-15%. As far as economy wise, when it comes to jobs, I'll say like 5 to 8%. Because this is this is my thing on this, right? So I think that we don't really make anything in America. Oh, you know what? Before I get let's ask Chung Lee. Hey Chung Lee, how much do we make in America as far as goods and trades and typical everyday uses of things?
In the US, the scale of goods and trade is massive. The country is one of the largest exporters and importers of goods in the world. In 2023, for instance, total goods exports were valued at around $2 trillion, and imports were even higher, roughly $3 trillion. The US produces a wide range of goods, some agricultural products like soybeans and corn.
All right, stop.
No problem. I'm right here.
What do we okay, Chung Lee, who makes more products to buy? Is it America or is it China?
In terms of production, China is currently the world's largest manufacturer and exporter of goods. The country has a massive industrial base that produces a wide range of consumer products, electronics, textiles, and more. The US also produces a huge amount of goods, especially in high-value industries like technology, aerospace, and pharmaceuticals. But in sheer volume, China tends to produce more of the everyday consumer products that people buy globally.
All right, stop. And that's what I was talking about that right there. Now,
Got it. No worries.
Thank you, Chung Lee. So, but as far as like drugs, okay, cool. Yeah, well, that didn't surprise me at all. Didn't surprise me at all that that America is going to be heavy on the pharmaceuticals. But what I was just trying to say earlier is that I feel like it's going to help the economy because it's going to create more jobs. You can't have like anybody, not just China. Like you can't have anybody just like creating everything, like all of it. And then from me hearing, it's just talks. I'm learning. You know what I'm saying, observe and report. Like we're learning, but from what I can tell, China is taking ideas. So basically, what they said was, if I had an idea to create a bar soap, and it's this life-changing bar soap, right? And everybody loves it, but I say, you know what? I'm selling my bar of soap for $2.50, but it cost me $1.25 to make it in America. But if I go over to China, they can make it for me for like 25 cents, right? I can more than double what I'm making. Cool. It's not really a bad thing. It's good, you know what I'm saying, for your own business, particularly my hypothetical business, be booming, right? Problem with that is, well, word of the grapevine is allegedly China likes to steal your ingredients, your whole process. Then they take it and then they resell it while you're still selling it. So they'll sell your bar of soap, which hypothetically speaking, this now will be my bar of soap. They're selling my bar of soap that I sell for $2.50. They now sell it for 85 cents. Which is so really, did I really win? I mean, in a way, I'm assuming because people still do it every day, so I guess they're still winning. But obviously, man, it's not fair. It's not fair. According to Mr. Wonderful, you can't sue them. Yeah, there's no one there to help you out. Which, granted, like, yeah, it's their country. I mean, get it how you fit in. I'm not knocking them at all for doing what you do. It is what it is, right? I feel like China has came up. They got their money. They got their rocks off. They in a very good power position right now. Do I think they're going to actually win this tariff war? I don't think so, because from the outside looking in, it seems as though everybody is kind of going against them. And I kind of feel like this whole thing, this whole tariff thing, bro, I think it was all for China in the first place. I don't think any other country. I think it's all countries against China. That's just my personal opinion. I think they all going against it. They sick of it. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't compete against it. And you know that's a power move, man. It's a power move. If you ask me, man. Hey, look, it ain't fair, but you know life ain't fair. So it is what it is, though. Let's continue.
Say they will hurt the economy. Jobs at 36, hurt at 44%. Do you think that the American people have the patience to watch this happen? And people are losing their jobs, or there
No, but they ain't got no choice.
Issues with manufacturers who aren't getting inputs from across from countries around the world. Could this snowball?
I don't think so. I think what's significant to note is that, yes, some people are losing jobs, but the unemployment rate is basically unchanged. The fact of the matter is this economy is changing. The president is bringing jobs back into the United States, again, getting trillions of dollars of investment from overseas companies to build their stuff here. And that's really, really important for America.
How much of the mix do you think should be not just building items here, but moving manufacturing out of China? Maybe not some of the less higher tech manufacturing to different countries that we're more aligned with or allied with, or as opposed to just bringing all that manufacturing back to the U.S.?
Well, we should bring as much as possible back to the U.S., but if we can't bring it to the U.S., we should bring it to allied countries so that, again, God forbid we have another war or conflict, we're not at the beck and call of China.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that there is a way that the United States can work with our allies to do that, and do these trade negotiations hamper or help that process?
Look, I think they help the process. I think the United States is still the largest economy in the world. It's very important to be a trade partner of the United States. And if part of that deal is either bringing jobs here or not sending some jobs to China, in the case of some of our trade partners, both of those are valuable in the long run.
All right. Congressman Andy Harris, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor.
All right, fair enough. I mean, I think it's fair, man. Am I biased on it? Possibly so. I mean, I'm actually all for it. I'm rocking with the tariffs. Doesn't really affect me with the tariffs right now anyway. If I see something that costs more money that I like to buy is made somewhere else, I'm just gonna buy American. I mean, straight. It's too easy, man. I just buy American. Okay, I'm sick of it. I'd rather just go ahead and buy American. Like, what? Why not? Like, why should I not have to buy American? You should.